So those horses I found, if you ride them, they won't despawn, even if you can't saddle them, as long as you tame them. So I quick built fences around all of them, and then just kept getting my hiney smacked, getting thrown off. This was the hardest one. Now I was smart. I prepared for this. I brought fences so that I could corral them. I didn't bring any sugar. I didn't bring any wheat. I didn't bring any apples. I didn't bring anything that horses like to eat. So I was doing this the hard way. This was the hardest one. This one's only got, oh, however many hearts that is. I think it's 10. Um, some of them have more. I think one of them has like 11 and a half, and one has 12, something like that. Anyway, here's number one. I've learned a few tricks about this. When they're out browsing in the pasture, try to place fence posts in front of them, hopefully while they've got their head down and aren't walking, and then immediately start going to either side and the back, and you can pretty much pen them. If they start walking, don't even try putting down fence posts. You're just going to waste your time. You may not have enough posts to finally corral them because they'll be all in the pasture, and you won't have time to hack them down with an axe. So don't even waste your time. If they're moving, just let them move. They'll stop. This isn't ornery, buddy. So corral one, and then just keep mounting it until it's tame. Let the others be. I'm in proximity. They're not going to despawn while I'm there. You know, after I did my whole slime thing. Oh, I should tell you, I never did find a slime. That Enderman never came back, so I got to go home free and clear. Did some major chores around the house. You'll see them at the end of this video. And I did some of them before I came back here. I brought all the fence posts I had, and I still didn't have enough. So the poor little swamp trees got cut down, but that's okay. I also grew some cane, so the last horse actually got fed some sugar and let me mount it right away. I didn't show every single horse being tamed because that would have been boring as the dickens. This is hard enough as it is. But I showed a few of them. I like that speckled one, that little pinto pony. That's my favorite. It's not the fastest, it's not the strongest, but there seems to be a correlation between, there we go. There seems to be a correlation between strength and speed. The stronger they are, the slower they are. But I'm not sure that's true. We're making this up as we go along. So no, I did not have enough wood. So these poor little trees took a beating. But I'd like to thank them for the saplings and the apples. This one, you see how hasty I was to try to get something down. I thought I had it at one point and it got away from me, and so there's fence zigging and zagging all over the place, and that fence isn't done. You see that one corner there? That horse could walk out of that pen. And I know it. It took so long to get that first horse, and I left early in the day. It took so long to get that first horse, by the time I got to this pinto, it was dark. So I would suggest, if you're about taming some horses, that you be on peaceful. Because I'd have been grass by now. Oh, speaking of grass, there are no asses, there are no donkeys in this little herd. I really want donkeys. I want pack animals. Because you have to carry so much stuff. Shears and shovels and picks and weapons and bows and arrows and food and Lord of mercy. Buckets. I clank when I walk. So that one wasn't as hard as the other one. And no, that one's not any stronger. So it'll probably be a pretty fast horse, but I can't ride them. I don't even have leads, let alone saddles. You can forget that stuff. They ought to be safe there. They can browse. You know, I've seen people that have tame horses that keep them in small corrals and never let them out of a small corral. I, of course, want to build them a nice pasture. So they have lots of room to roam. But it'll be well lit. Boy, I need to find some pumpkins. I need to find pumpkins. Because I have lighting issues. So every place I built a little corral, I also built a pillar and lit them so that I can find my horses again day or night. They're not too far spread out, but you know I don't see too well, so I just want to make sure. One of them's pretty far off from the other ones. I don't know if I have 4 horses or 5. I was so busy working, I didn't have time to count. But I got me a herd of horses. It's not just 1 or 2. I don't know if I'll ride any of them, or probably will. Like I said, I'd love to have me a donkey. Can't put packs on horses. Wish could. So, fell in a hole. So busy looking at the horses, it fell in a hole. I could have died. Silly. So I guess that's 2 over there because I see 2 pillars. Unless one of those pillars is marking a cave. Found some really excellent caves after I got done with this. And got beaucoup iron and lots and lots of coal. You know, I was coal starved, having to make charcoal and stuff. Those days are over, buddy. I found me a good couple of caves. I kept digging around gravel, hoping to find a dungeon and get at least 1 saddle. I think you can take saddles back off so I could ride a horse home, put it in with the cows and the sheep and the chickens, build a little corral, bring the saddle back, and ride each of the horses home. But no luck. They say there's a lot more dungeons. See that one? That one. Oh, don't hold anything in your hand when you mount a horse, because they think you're hitting them. Also, it says, I think it says left shift to dismount. That's gonna be hard to get used to. So there's me on a horse. Yahoo! That's my strongest horse. 13 hearts. It'll be slow as molasses, but it'll be a good war horse, I reckon. I don't know. I never rode a horse in battle. So meanwhile, back at the ranch, getting me some good wool now. Got lots and lots of cows, lots and lots of sheep. Having a chicken problem. Chickens are leaking out. There's a hole someplace. Well, first they were falling down through the roof because I didn't know it, but there was a hole in the roof. I had chickens in the house. So, isn't that pretty? That's the view over my little pond. My little glass bottom pond. So I got beds now. I think I made 3. 2 for inside the house and 1 to take traveling. Nope, guess I only made 2. Meant to make 3. So I'm taking you on a tour of the work I've been doing around the house before and after getting the horses. Thank you, swamp. I finally got some vines. I covered up all my skylights. I put torches up beside them and covered them with leaves because they still create light, but you don't have to look at the torches. Lined the walls and the roof with ceiling with sandstone. Draped vines over every surface I could. Here's my bed. You see, carpets could go on top of fence posts and flowers, and on top of each other, which makes it look like shelving. That's my favorite picture in the game. Well, that and the hummingbird picture. Chairs made out of a half slab with item frames with water lilies and a picture frame on the back. Tables made out of cobblestone wall with carpet on the top. If I could live like this for real, boy, I'd take it in a heartbeat. Planted a tree downstairs. Mushrooms are growing under it. I planted 2 mushrooms and now it's 4 or 5. I've got a little dark room down there full of mushrooms. It's probably going to do well. That little red mushroom I got, the only one I got. If you look down there, you can see the torches shining underneath the leaf blocks. Dig a hole, plant a torch. Eventually, I'd like to use, of course, jack-o'-lanterns. Dig a hole, plant a torch, put a leaf block on top. So, here's the inside of my house now. So that's me and horses and housekeeping. Thanks for watching. See you soon.